So you've been asked to give a speech. What next? You may be feeling a range of emotions. Perhaps you're very excited about the topic you're about to give and you feel excitement. Perhaps you feel in the middle, and perhaps you feel terrified. Well, here's the deal. There are clear ways for you to know how to accomplish this task, no matter where you are in that range of emotions. So there's some things you can do before you even write your speech. And these things, these questions you will answer are going to set you up for a clear and easier process, easier being the key, as you write your speech. It's the pre-speech formula. All right, I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, oh my goodness, let's skip this video. I just want to move on to how to write the speech. Why would I waste my time here in a pre-speech writing phase? Well, here's the reason why. If you answer these few questions, it may take you 10 minutes. Maybe if you're wondering what your topic is, it may take you longer. But once you know what your topic is and you get to answering these 3 questions, it will drastically improve your actual speech writing process. Why? Because you'll know what you're talking about. You'll know what the subject is. You'll have decided things. Sure, you can adjust here and there, but you'll have decided basically what you're writing, which limits your research being all over the place and focuses where you should go. So here's the 3 questions to answer. What is my general purpose? What is the general purpose of my speech? Now, there's 2 answers that can easily fit in this space. And those answers are to inform and to persuade. And a lot of your speeches would probably fall in one of those categories. There's other answers you can give: to inspire, to entertain, to motivate. Those could be variations you could write as well. But for our purposes right now, to inform and to persuade are 2 very good answers. And why answer that? You're probably thinking, oh my goodness, this doesn't matter. Well, it really does. Because your approach to either of those speeches is different. To inform is very different than to persuade. There are things you would do differently. There are things you would avoid in an informative speech that you would want to put in a persuasive speech. When you're persuading someone, there's an added element. There's the persuasion. How am I going to persuade that person? When you're informing someone, it's informative minus the persuasion. There are lots of topics you can speak on that can easily fall in either category. They could easily be an informative speech or a persuasive speech. And answering this question ahead of time keeps you on track. It keeps you in the mode of information and in the mode of persuasion. It helps you to stay focused. Okay, so general purpose: to inform, to persuade. The 2, generally speaking, ones you would answer. Like I said, others: motivate, inspire, entertain. The list goes on. The next question you want to answer is, what is my specific purpose? So I know generally what I'm doing. I'm going to inform or persuade. What is my specific purpose? So your specific purpose is going to address your topic. What am I going to inform on or persuade on? Well, I need to have a topic. What is that topic? To inform my audience how to change their oil. There you go. There's the subject. To inform my audience about the events in World War II. We'll get to that in a second. To persuade my audience about this topic. All right? So you're going to reveal your topic. Why is this important? Well, it keeps you on track again. As you start to think of other things, you are focused. You know exactly where you want to research. I want to research this topic without going all over the place trying to find research in a million different ways. You stay focused. Here's the third question. What is my central idea? So I have my general purpose, I have my specific purpose. What is my central idea? And your central idea basically is a thesis statement. It's the how. How am I going to inform, or how am I going to persuade on the topic stated in your specific purpose? And within there, you really can put your main points, because that's how you're going to get there. So perhaps my subject is to inform my audience how to change their oil by giving them clear steps. Step 1, know whether or not you need to change your oil. Step 2, how to check to change your oil. Step 3, the right oil to use. And step 4, the actual process of changing your oil. Now, I'm going to be honest with you right now. I don't know how to change my oil, so I hope that made sense. But it's your how. I gave you 4 ways how I'm going to tell you about my specific purpose. Now let me break this down for you. I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to take you back to when I was a public speaking student. And I can remember 3 of my speeches I gave. And one of my favorite speeches was on World War II. It's a topic I got to pick. I was fascinated with the history. I was fascinated with the culture. I was fascinated with the times. And so I decided I wanted to pick a topic I was fascinated on. So I picked World War II. Now, my general purpose, I knew because my professor gave it to me, it was to inform. So I was going to inform them. There was no persuasion in this speech. But what was I going to inform them about? Then came my specific purpose. And I decided I wanted to pick an area that maybe my audience might not, as a whole, know a lot about. Why would I pick a subject within World War II that my audience might not know as much about? Because it's interesting. Because if we can tell them something new, we can keep them listening a little bit more, right? Now, World War II is a large topic. I could not accomplish a speech on the entirety of World War II and every little aspect of it in the 4 to 5 minutes I had. That would be impossible, right? So one thing I needed to do was find that new thing, which we'll get to, but also what could I accomplish in that time? What could I honestly fill that time and fill it well with and give a complete story, or at least enough of the information without being too short and without being too long. Yes, too long is not good. If you are given a time frame, you need to stick in that time frame. So those are some of the things to ask yourself as you are thinking about your topic. Can I accomplish this? So my specific purpose, like I said, general purpose was to inform. Specific purpose was to inform my audience about the swing kid movement during World War II. Do you see what I did there? We got specific. That helps me in my research to know exactly where I'm going. I am not going to need to, for this moment, research everything about the timeline and how it happened. No, I know exactly where I'm going. I'm researching one movement because within my time, that's what I can accomplish. So we looked at the swing kid movement during World War II. And here's what that speech looked like, my central idea. How did I inform them about World War II and the swing kids? I'm going to teach them who they were, what they did, and for fun, I'm going to teach the basic swing dance step to my entire audience. So there was a little bit of a how-to in there. Yes, you can mix it. Your informative speech could have a how-to with the information in the history. That makes a really good speech. So that was my speech, and to be honest, I had a blast giving the speech. I had a blast researching the speech because I was interested in the topic. So let's go back to the beginning. Before you even begin writing your speech, you want to know what your general purpose is, what your specific purpose is, and what your central idea is. This will keep you focused. The 10 to 15 minutes you take figuring out those 3 points will help your time immensely as you are writing your speech, because you will know exactly what to research, you will know exactly where you're going, you will know exactly what you need to do and how to get there. It's giving you a roadmap and lanes to stay in as you write your speech.